a Tuono for everyone. The Tuono family from Aprilia is now growing with the 457, which was presented at EICMA. And with that, a warm welcome to 1000 PS TV. The new Aprilia Tuono 457 was presented today, and it expands this family, which is already relatively large, and now offers a model that is in the A2 class. So far we had Tuono 125, Tuono 660, and of course the big tuner, the V4. So now with the 457, we also have a model in the A2 category. And now let's take a look at what it can do and what it has to offer. Let's start with the styling, because that's completely new. Aprilia says they took the classic three-part Aprilia face and put it here in the Tuono 457. It's fair to say it's been reimagined, so we have these two LED daytime running light strips on the side and a main headlight in the middle. It looks very wild, very insectoid, but of course it's the customers who will decide what they think of it. I'd be interested to know what you think too, so please feel free to post your comments below. And that's how we've given the 457 a new look. It is available in the colors Puma Grey and Piranha Red, so the pictures, most of them that you will see now are the Piranha Red. Of course, it looks very sporty, classic Aprilia. Otherwise, ergonomically, very much a classic naked bike. We have an upright seating position, a wide handlebar, and a seat height of 800 millimeters. But let's get to the heart of the matter. It is not a new engine because the RS457 has been around since last year, and the Tuono is of course based on that. That means we have the pure two-cylinder 457 cubic centimeters with almost 48 horsepower at 9,400 revolutions and a torque of 43.5 Newton meters at 6,700 revolutions. Aprilia says that it was tuned to provide torque at very low revs, and the transmission ratio was adjusted accordingly to make it a perfect match for a naked bike so that it really gets out of the blocks fast. They have saved on weight because the dry weight of the Tuono is only 159 kilograms. Aprilia is very proud of the chassis and the chassis because it is the only naked bike in this A2 class to use an aluminium frame. Of course, they have also taken this from the larger Aprilia models, which all use a frame like this, and that should offer more sportiness than comparable models in this class, at least according to the manufacturer. The suspension components also look promising. We have a 41mm upside-down fork that is adjustable in preload and offers 120mm of travel. And the rear wheel is mounted on a two-arm steel swing arm with 130mm of travel that can also be adjusted. Aprilia has not yet provided any data or information on what is actually adjustable. We will have to look at that at the show. Double disc at the front 320mm, single disc at the back 220mm. The braking system comes from Bybrake and a Bosch ABS is used, which allows for two levels. On the one hand, full control, i.e. ABS at the front and back. But if you really want to take a sporty approach, you can also switch off the ABS on the rear wheel, and then you have a so-called Supermoto ABS. Aprilia's electronics are very, very advanced, even in this small class. Of course, we have a ride-by-wire on board, and three riding modes, Eco, Sport, and Rain. These three riding modes then control the throttle response, the power delivery of the engine, and also the ABS control. These modes are actually relatively self-explanatory. Eco mode is intended for commuting. The power delivery is relatively harmonious, and the ABS is also set relatively briskly. Sport mode offers full power and dynamic power delivery. In Rain mode, the power is fairly reduced, and the throttle response is also very gentle, while the ABS is set to the highest level, namely level 3. The whole thing is controlled via a 5-inch TFT color display, and we also have backlit controls so that it can be easily seen and operated even in the dark and in poor conditions. Finally, we come to the accessories and the price of the new Aprilia Tour 457. Right from the outset, I can't say the price yet, as Aprilia hasn't let anything out yet. But as is typical for Aprilia, there are a lot of accessories to choose from. On the one hand, the quick shifter, which is right at the top of the list, will certainly contribute a great deal to riding pleasure. And then there are also visual things like a single seat cover so that the pillion seat is covered, aluminium components to enhance the whole bike, and, for practical purposes, the MIA connectivity system from the Piaggio group, as well as tank and side bags. So that's the new Aprilia 457 Tuono. It expands the Tuono range and, above all, brings a cool and sporty naked bike to the A2 category. I hope we can test it soon, but until then, we want to hear your opinion. What do you think of the new Tuono? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we will be bringing you numerous new items from the EICMA as well as from the studio here. You don't want to miss any of that, so subscribe. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.